fans, and welcome to the inaugural edition of the return of AIW's Intense TV. I'm Matt Wadsworth, joined by my good friend Pedro DeLuca, and tonight on Intense TV, we're going to take a look back to February 3rd and AIW's Eye for an Eye. Fans, if you were not with us live at the Tadmor Shrine that evening, please take the time. Triller TV Plus, your streaming home for AIW, has not just Eye for an Eye, but an entire catalog, both new and from the AIW archives. Do not miss your opportunity to catch up on all of the intense action. Pedro, why don't you catch us up on just what happened at Eye for an Eye?
Thank you, Matt. What an amazing night of action there at the Tadmor Shrine. Fans, we witnessed the meteoric rise, the continued rise of not only the King Airwalker Dex Royal, but the affiliate Chuck Stone. Now, both of these gentlemen were successful in their individual singles contests that night. Unfortunately for the affiliate, though, his cohorts in Cassius King were not as successful. Now, Money Shot, they did retain their AIW Tag Team Championship. However, the Duke and the reigning AIW Intense Division Champion Eric Taylor did fall to the current AIW Absolute Champion Isaiah Broner and Wes Barkley. Now, fans, not only did we see that continued storyline evolve, we also have seen Alec Price, the Prize City OG, firmly establish himself as a main event player here in AIW.
AIW, month after month, I step into that ring and I do the same thing. It doesn't matter who you put in front of me, I steamroll them. I'm the hardcore champion, and this isn't just silver. This isn't just a belt to wear around my waist, because quite frankly, it doesn't fit, because I'm too big and I'm too bad. It doesn't matter if I'm an affiliate, or if I'm a singles wrestler, or if I'm gonna kick Artie in the dick after being a shitty tag team wrestler. What it matters is that I'm consistent. I am consistently the baddest motherfucker in this company. Somebody's gonna learn one time and I'm gonna get mine. And it's just a matter of time.
Woo. What can I say, man? I told you I'm here to stay, and I'm here for a reason. Last show at the Temple, I got one of the biggest dubs of my career against Speedball Mike Bailey. And tonight, I kept that train going against one of the, I would say, one of the fastest rising stars here at AIW. One of the most talented, I would say, out here at AIW. But guess what? He ran into a wall today. And that wall name was Dex Royal, because I am pushing, I am going. I'm on a hill to climb, and I'm climbing too fast right now. So I think, as well I think y'all think, that I'm ready for a title shot. What title that could be, who knows, but I'll leave that up to management, because I'm ready. Are y'all?
I don't even know why we're cutting this promo right now. Month after month, show after show, it's the same song, it's the same dance. We come here, we win. It doesn't matter the tag team you put us against. Hell, it doesn't matter if it's one tag team out there, 2, 3, 4, bring a gauntlet. It doesn't matter, because every time we are at AIW, we freaking win.
You know, there's certain trends that happen in wrestling, you know. Tag team divisions build up when there's dominant champions around, you know. More challengers show up, they want to test their mettle to get a piece of this medal. But I've been hearing, you know, management, fans, the other half-wit wrestlers in the locker room, they want to change. They want to change. Too bad Money Shot and Cassius King doesn't deal with chains. We deal with big bills. I'm going to let them know the faces on those bills are right here, and they're not changing.
Experience the most intense wrestling in the United States, featuring the intense icon Josh Bishop, the Bone Collector Dominic Guarini, the director Derek Dillinger, and more of the top names on the scene today. You won't find harder hitting professional wrestling anywhere else. For more information and upcoming shows, visit AIWrestling.com. Follow AIW on social media at AI Wrestling.
at Eye for an Eye, we saw the next act in the drama that is the production. Now, current cast members, the Neon Tarantino, Derek Dillinger, with his leading lady, Katie Arquette, in his corner, went one-on-one with former production cast member, Magnum CK, who had yet another former production member in his corner, in Ziggy Haim.
And in a matchup that went back and forth, we thought we would finally see some resolution to this battle that's been stewing. We saw Derek Dillinger learn what so many of his opponents learned over the years, just how effective the weapon of SaaS destruction can be when Ziggy Haim would help Magnum CK come out on top. Folks, we've got an exclusive for you here on Intense TV. We thought this matchup would finally bring a close. We'd see that final chapter, end scene, roll credits, but it was not to be. So at Tougher Than Leather, March 22nd, it is the return of Pick Your Poison. Magnum CK will pick out an opponent for Derek Dillinger. Derek Dillinger will pick Magnum CK's opponent, and they will each try to end this once and for all.
I wish I could say that it didn't feel so good to be so sports entertaining, but unfortunately, it would be a lie. And Derek, I'll be wearing your marks all weekend. That's fine by me, because for the first time ever, Big Zig and Magnum CK finally got to do what they said that they were going to do all along, which is pin your shoulders down to the mat. 1, 2, 3, and damn, oh damn, it ain't going to be the last time. I'll tell you that right now. Tell him, Zig. I'm fired up.
Not the last time, and now you know. Now you both know what we can do. You know what we're capable of, and you know, both of us well enough, that we're not afraid to get our hands dirty. You might have forgot that, but had to remind you. And now, we're even to keep it going.
And Derek, I never wash my hands before I wrestle. Deal with that.
And in our main event, we saw the continuing battles of the rookie sensation, Tyler Jordan, So he took on the self-proclaimed Cleveland legend, Josh Prohibition, in an Akron street fight. While the youngster put up quite a fight in that matchup, it was Prohibition coming out on top. And not only that, but to the surprise of everyone there, he called an old friend of his. It was the return of Jason Bane.
And fans, if you've never seen this monster in action, if you've never seen what this man, this 6'8", near 300-pound man is capable of, we've got you covered. Check out this matchup from June 3rd, 2005, Cleveland All Pro Wrestling, Jason Bane one-on-one with Sterling James Keenan.
All right, here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Intense TV exclusive commentary track. I am Dustin Alberti, joined today by AIW owner, guy in charge, Booker man himself, John Thorne.
Well, we have a sword here. First, that's 10 seconds.
It's not his though. It's the woman outside. Even though he was saying it was his cane earlier, this is the woman outside the thing gave it to him.
We got to shout out our official presenting sponsor for the inaugural first week of Intense TV coming back, AIW Guide. Thank you to them for making this possible and, allowing us to stream this on multiple platforms thanks to their sponsorship this week. Here we are, Jason Bane versus Sterling James Keenan. Some may know him as Corey Graves.
Yes, Corey Graves, a longtime Cleveland icon himself. Not just Jason Bane, but Sterling James Keenan, Corey Graves. History in Cleveland All-Pro, history in AIW itself. You usually get a good shout-out every time they come to Cleveland from the man himself, Corey Graves.
Yeah, and this is, taking place, I believe, what did they say, 2000 and 2006?
2005.
2005, yeah, it's from Turner's Hall, the esteemed, I guess, I don't know, just...
in some people's minds.
In some people, yeah, legend in some people's own minds of this venue, but Jason Bane is a guy that I probably saw, I would think, for the first time in like 1998 at Cleveland All-Pro independent shows, like just a local stalwart throughout, Cleveland wrestling. Just one of those kind of urban legend type guys when it goes to wrestling locker rooms. Known as the JT Lightning's enforcer, and that's not like in wrestling terms. If you broke any of the several rules, a little drop to hold at SJK there. Cleveland All Pro was known for having a lot of rules for the wrestlers, and the famous words for anybody that was ever in a Cleveland All Pro locker room was JT Lightning. He would end them by saying, "Do as I say, not as I do," because JT was infamous for breaking all of his own rules, but it was his promotion. So do as he says, not as he does. And if you happen to break one of those rules, Jason Bane was sent to the ring to literally beat you senseless, and that was his job at Cleveland All Pro Wrestling. And as a fan, I saw him beat many of wrestling hopefuls senseless in that Cleveland All Pro Wrestling ring over the years.
Yeah, on the other hand, I started seeing Jason Bane probably around this time when Cleveland All Pro would do their television show on, not even on Fox Sports. They would have their own show on the public access where ECW would be on. That's where I first saw Cleveland All Pro, and I would see Jason Bane on that. And then later there was another television program that he was on. And I mean, at that point too, it was on Sports Time Ohio, so I would see him there. So I've seen Jason Bane. My first time seeing him in person was at Eye for an Eye, and just as big and scary as I thought he'd be.
Yeah, so the first time I ever saw Jason Bane, he was known simply as the Widowmaker. That was his name for several years early in his career. And, then he kind of evolved into Jason Bane and he was always just the biggest guy on the show, the most intimidating, scary guy in, Cleveland area wrestling. And, somewhere along the way, hopefully maybe one day we can get the true story. Because Jason Bane is a man of very few words. Even, being on shows with him and, he only, I think only did one AIW match at Absolution 3. But, I've probably only heard him speak, 5 words in, the 20 years that I've been around him. But, there is, like I said, one of those urban legend type guys. There is, the urban legend that he was highly sought after by the WWE around this time period when, a lot of independent people were not getting contracts or looks. And he actually turned their offer down because he did not think that the money was sufficient based on, the amount of money that he was making in his real life. So, that's kind of his urban legend Cleveland wrestling locker room thing is, he turned the WWE down actually, somewhere around this time. And that's what Jason Bane is known for right there. Big suplex, just always throwing guys around. I've probably seen 100 Jason Bane matches live over my wrestling fandom, and being involved in Cleveland wrestling, and always extremely terrifying, extremely physical. Big T-bone suplex there.
There it is again.
But he's just one of those guys that is just, he is from is he doing a head and arm suplex now? Jeez.
Yeah, this is disgusting. Oh.
And Sterling James Keenan is not a small guy by any sense of the imagination, well over
No,
6
I was going to
foot.
mention that.
Yeah, he's well over 6 feet tall. And Jason Bane's just throwing him around like he's nothing. But yeah, Jason Bane is just, he is a guy that is, he is from a different era of, pro wrestling. And it was, like I said, he was he was JT Lightning's personal enforcer for many, many years. If you get out of line at Cleveland All Pro. And it's kind of crazy to even say that because wrestling has just changed so much from that sort of mentality and, behavior. But, that's what's so interesting about Jason Bane being back, because he is from that era and he is from that, he does have that mentality. So it's going to be interesting to see, how long he is back in wrestling, what he has in mind. I've certainly said it on the AIW podcast, but I've had zero personal dealings with Jason Bane in this whole thing and how it's come together.
Yeah, and I think right here is what we're expecting from Jason Bane.
There it is, the Bane line.
And that's all she wrote, as usual. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on Intense TV today. Thank you to IW Guide. I am Dustin Alberti. This is John Thorne.
What business do you have sticking your nose out here tonight? We're out here trying to teach lessons in respect. I thought you learned yours, but you must be a slow learner, you punk. So how about this? How about this? If your boy Tyler Jordan actually wakes up, how about you and him versus the Cleveland All-Pros, Jason Bane, Josh Prohibition, on March 22nd at the Temple at a Real City, Cleveland, Ohio.
The challenge laid down for Tougher Than Leather. Dustin, I still can't get over, for the first time in over 11 years, Jason Bane is in a professional wrestling ring and looks like just as much a monster as the day he walked out of that locker room.
This is unbelievable.
The Cleveland All-Pro Legends, as Josh Prohibition has dubbed them, have just laid down the challenge to Tyler Jordan and Josh Bishop. March 22nd, Tougher Than Leather at the Asylum of the Masonic Temple Live downtown Cleveland. But folks, before we get there, we'll see you 2/29 for AIW Leap.
Big man of Cleveland. You're on the JV team, you punk. Welcome to the big leagues, punk. Welcome to the big leagues. It's time to stop playing JV, you gassed up punk.
J-Pro, Akron Street Fight, February 3rd. I've been waiting so long for this, J-Pro. And we went to war. We went to war all over Akron. And you beat my ass. But I beat your ass too, J-Pro. And I know, I seen the fear in your eyes when you were laying on that table. I was standing on top of that ladder, hundreds of people chanting my name, J-Pro. I saw your career flash before your eyes. The fear of God. I seen it. And when I hit that frog splash, I knew your career was over. But I should have knew that you had an ace up your sleeve. Jason Bane? But thankfully,
I got something to say about Jason Bane, and I'm going to make it short. I'm going to make it simple. Jason Bane, I looked up to you as a kid. Hell, you were a guy I really wanted to get in there, but you went away for years and years and years and years and years. No one knew where you were. No one knew where Jason Bane was. And that's fine. You want to come back? That's fine. I'm happy that you're back in pro wrestling, but the problem is you're back in my company, in my era, in the Intense Icon era, because this is my place now. This is my territory. This is my city. So Jason Bane, March 22nd, you and the thing Josh Prohibition already learned from when he stepped in the ring with me previously was that when you go down exit 187, there's no survivors.
Experience the most intense wrestling in the United States. Featuring the Intense Icon, Josh Bishop, the Bone Collector, Dominic Guarini, the Director, Derek Dillinger, and more of the top names on the scene today. You won't find harder-hitting professional wrestling anywhere else. For more information and upcoming shows, visit AIWrestling.com. Follow AIW on social media at AI Wrestling.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. First one in the books of the new AIW Intense TV. If you've not gotten your fill yet, make sure you're checking out all of our social medias. X, TikTok, Instagram. If you're watching this on YouTube, why not subscribe to the AIW channel? And also, while you're on YouTube, check out the Cleveland All Pro Wrestling, which is an affiliate of AIW. So much content out there for AIW. Make sure you're getting your fix.
And if you want access to exclusive content and unprecedented access to AIW management and talent, get your access to the AIW Discord by becoming a patron at patreon.com/AI Wrestling. And you already see Pedro in the shirt. Folks, if you need your AIW merchandise, go to AIWmerch.com. For Pedro DeLuca, I'm Matt Wadsworth. Thank you for joining us for Intense TV.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Is this an answering machine? No. Okay. Now, I know I'm not much of a phone call guy, but I realize we never set up your corporate email, and you can't text because you only have a landline. So, I guess I had to call, and I didn't even know they still made answering machines. But anyway, now, I know that you've been going through the AIW management training program for quite some time, and you've been learning everything you can. And the big thing that you've been learning is about long-term planning, big visions. And what you've been most looking forward to is the return of the UXWA in the year 2032. However, as these things do, things change, and things are changing. And unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, we're going to have to throw you into the fire a little early. But it's not what you're thinking. You're on the fast track, Jeff. And, well, we have these shows coming up. I guess I'm just going to say it. We have these shows coming up February 29th at the Mercury Lounge, AIW Leap. Hope you're aware of this, because I realize you don't get the emails because we never made you an email. But anyway, I haven't had time to work on it. I haven't had time to book any talent, put a lineup together, anything. So I need somebody to step up. And, well, that's going to have to be you. So what I need you to do is I'm going to give you a budget. Book talent, make sure talent's paid, pay the venue. Everything you've been learning, I need you to apply. You're in charge on February 29th. Please, please do a good job. You're going to do a great job, right? I mean, you've been coming around. You've been in the program now for about 5 years. It's a little earlier than the timeline of 2032. But anyway, you're in charge February 29th at the Mercury Lounge. Don't mess it up.